There's 9 good reasons why today's video is a special edition from Tulgey TV. I'll bet a lot of you have read Walt Disney's 9 Old Men, the book by the amazing John Canemaker, Disney historian extraordinaire. And if you haven't read it, please do, because it's about those amazing 9 animators who truly established, defined, and created Disney animation. That's why in 2017, I was so glad that D23's gold membership gift was a collection of artifacts all about the 9 Old Men. And I was even more glad that D23 asked me to help curate and write about these artifacts. So I was very honored to go to the Walt Disney Archives and help select some of the memorabilia that was included in this wonderful kit. Hopefully you were a member in 2017 and received these amazing mementos about these extraordinary artists. I was even more amazed when John Gleim, D23's amazing filmmaker, he directed the documentary about the Walt Disney Archives that you can see on Disney+, invited me to be part of the video series that D23 produced in 2017 to celebrate and promote the 9 Old Men gift set. And I was in pretty good company. For example, when I arrived at the legendary Ink and Paint building on the Disney Studio lot here in Burbank to be filmed as part of this mini documentary series, I was told that right before me they had filmed John Musker and Ron Clements. So how do you follow them? And in the video you're about to see, I am joined in the video by 2 other Disney legends, Andreas Deha and Floyd Norman. So definitely in good company. I have the feeling that a lot of you may not have had the chance to see this video, so I thought I would present it here on Tulgey TV, and at the very least, help me to celebrate the 9 Old Men. Now, one thing I wish I had said at the beginning of the video is that not all 9 of the 9 Old Men worked on the Jungle Book, but we were using 9 Old Men as sort of a catchphrase. Of the 9, only Mark Davis, Ward Kimball, and Les Clark did not work on the Jungle Book. But we were using the term 9 Old Men as sort of a catch-all. But you know how these sound bites are. We have to make our point quickly, and the video is actually quite brief. Don't forget to join D23 this year, because for 2022, I was again asked to write about the gold membership gift and work on the campaign, write the descriptions and promotions that you see on the D23 website. But for now, please enjoy this D23 video about the 9 Old Men. The Jungle Book was in production in 1966. It had not yet been completed when Walt Disney died in December of 1966. This was a tremendous blow to the 9 Old Men. Walt had already approved the next animated feature, The Aristocats, and they said, let's just do our best without Walt and try to make Walt proud. And indeed, The Aristocats was made almost from scratch without Walt and was a gigantic hit, showing that Disney animation could go on.
Any creative person, wants to, stretch their wings, so to speak. And I think the 9 Old Men, they were great animators, and maybe some of them had just felt, I've taken this as far as I can take it, and I'd like to try something else. Ward Kimball produced an amazing series of space films. Les Clark began directing. Wolfgang Reiterman became a director. For these guys who were at the top of their game, it was an opportunity to go further, to try other things. Mark Davis had just done brilliant work on Cruella de Vil and 101 Dalmatians. Probably the best animation Mark has ever done. And yet, that was the last time he animated, because after Dalmatians wrapped, Mark Davis moved over to Walt Disney Imagineering and never returned to animation.
Yeah, Mark was sort of an interesting person amongst the 9 Old Men because his interest was so broad. He was very much interested in fine art, and he was doing it himself on weekends. So Mark Davis was the one who really had, I think, the broadest artistic interests. I felt a little bit frustrated, when I found out that he left after Arne von Dalmatians because Cruella is such a peak, like a Mark Davis peak. And I said, how could you leave after that? We wanted more from you, more animation. And he just said, well, I was just needed elsewhere, and I saw it as a big challenge, and Disneyland really needed me. So he said, I just got in there and added humor. And he really did, because when you think of a Mark Davis ride, they make you smile or laugh or giggle. But when you think about Pirates or the Jungle Cruise, the Haunted Mansion, these are all his rides. So there isn't anything Mark couldn't do.
Reproductions of these historic items are included in the 2017 D23 Gold Member Gift, Walt Disney's 9 Old Men. Discover more about these wizards of animation at d23.com/9oldmen.